All right, so this is going to be part 2 of Billy and the Lowground. And this song, there's not a lot to it. In fact, the first half of the song, or the intro rather, is also played later on in the song. So basically it's one of those ones where once you learn the first part of it, basically there's only a couple little minor changes that I'll show you, and a little additional things that is played. But yeah, this is just gonna be finished up in this lesson. I figured if it goes a little bit longer in this video, that's fine. We'll break it down exactly what Doc is doing in Billy and the Lowground, with all those little nuances that some people miss, and little key phrases and things like that. Not that people miss, but that my ear always tries to pick up on these little things. But anyway, let's get to it. So in the first lesson, part 1, we learned the intro. And then that's played twice. I gotta practice it myself. All right, so that's played twice. You got that now. So right after that's played twice, you strum once. You strum that C chord one time. So we'll play the tail end of it. And then you're gonna take this is fretted, right? On your B string. You're gonna take your middle finger. It better be your middle finger, because you're gonna do something here that's gonna require you to be very efficient. You are gonna strum that once. And then you're gonna take that middle finger and place it on the 3rd fret B string. And then you're gonna slide it to the 5th fret. But you're gonna let the high E ring. And this is that fiddle effect, right? This is how it makes it sound pretty. It makes it sound very, a lot of harmony, a high and low note, and it gives it that fiddle effect. So you're gonna slide to the 3rd, to the 5th with both B string on the 3rd and the open E. And then you're gonna hit that high E string on the 3rd. And then you're gonna hit, right after you hit that high E, you're gonna go back and hit the B, and then open E. And this is one, I barely just actually heard this today. I made a small correction. It's kind of hard. Before I was doing it another way, but it was close, but now it's perfect. And then the open E. Slide, E on the 3rd, B, open E. Remembering to let both those notes ring. And let them ring the whole way out. You see how I'm not blocking any of those notes. Let these notes ring as long as you can. See, if I didn't, it would sound very blocky. And you want to let it ring. That's going to be your next note, that minor. That's going to be, you're walking up from the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So again, we're capable at the 2nd fret. sounds wrong if you play it slow. That's your next part. You're just walking down 3 to 5, back to 3, and then on the 5th fret, B, walk down. So that's just both the high E and the B. And then your G string on the 5th. So it's all in the 3rd and 5th fret right there. And there's no open notes right there. Those are all picked notes. 3 to 5, back to 3, 3, 5, or 5, 3, and then 5 on the G there. See, and now when you put it together, now gotta stretch a little bit there. Helps to have long finger, big hands. Oh. So let's work on that last part I showed you. So all right, that's where we left off. Next part. You're gonna do that 3 times from 3 to 5. And just for reference, if you're, I should start telling you which way you're going, up and down, downstroke, up, or whatever. This part is, it's up, down, up, down, up, down. Or it actually starts on the downstroke. Down, up, down, up, down. You can do it both ways. Whatever feels right to you, just make it sound like that. And then you're going to go to that minor again. After 3 times. Walk up. And you're going to do the same thing you learned earlier. See, a lot of this song is a lot of repeat stuff. Now, see, walk down from the 6, 5, 3. 3 of these. Now this note sounds wrong, but it's actually a open B, and when you're playing it fast enough, it gives a little bit of melody. It keeps it rolling. A lot of times, Doc and these players that I tend to like to play like and kind of learn like is to play not to leave like too many gaps. Fill the melody with something, and that's kind of the idea. Even if the note isn't necessarily in key, sometimes to keep it rolling and keep that fluidity. See? Open E. And then you're gonna do this. And you learned that already, remember? So this is the 3rd time you're playing that now. But this little part here, you're gonna keep this index finger planted on the 3rd fret on the high E. See, that's a Doc Watson kind of deal there. you could actually just practice that if you're having trouble with that. But it does it 3 times, and then it goes into that 3. All right. So far, we got this. All right. Now the next part, you don't even have to move anywhere because your middle finger is already going to be right here. Let's see. Right here on the B string, 4th fret. He does it 4 times. B string on the 4th, and then a high E, and let it ring out as well. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Shift down and play out that C chord. B string. There's your G. Open G. D on the 2nd. Open D. Oh, A. Strum. After you do that strum, get a little 1 strum in there, a downstroke. So you're going to slide back in. And now, instead of, he's going to double it up. Hear that? So down, starts with a downstroke to make it smooth. Down, it starts with a downstroke and it's just up and down. See, so the first time is a little bit less notes, same thing. But now it's you already learned that, just repeating itself. Now instead of this, he did that the first time. This time, all he's gonna do is, it's like a quarter bend on the B and then the E. B string on the 4th fret. So just instead of, you're just gonna bend it and then hit the E as well. Twice, right? And since it's so slow, you're not doing it 4 times. It's like, I guess, I don't know, I'm not a music theory guy, but it takes the same amount of time as playing 4 of these. Taking time to bend it, so you get, it's not like a full step bend. It's like a quarter step, I guess you'd say. Barely. Right? So far you should have we've covered this so far in this lesson. Let's see, let me start on the tail end of where we left off on lesson 1. We left off. Now we got see, double it up, and then hit that. You might have to move your hand. Do it like that if you can't reach it. I think it sounds better if you can reach it, because it doesn't sound like it's shifting. and then you're gonna go to your 4th fret. And then you're gonna hit it twice. Slide. Hit it once more once you get to the. Hear that? You're gonna hit it on the 4th, go to the 5th, and then again before you hit your E on the 3rd again. Kind of, it's one of those things that keeps it rolling and keeps more notes in there. And then back to the B, and then open E, just like you learned earlier. All right, so I guess you can call that's like the midsection of the song. So far, I'll play what you learned in lesson 1, and this lesson so far. We got. That part gets me. That part right there is tricky. Now bend. Now this part is my favorite part coming up here. It's got a fiddle thing going on here. Yeah. Now you're gonna do the first part again, but this time instead of walking up that way, you're actually gonna upstroke the A string. It makes it way smoother. So you got. See what I mean? It has to be an upstroke because if you start it with the downstroke, see, it just don't work. So you're gonna bend those notes. Upstroke, open A, by the way. Now, I showed you in the beginning where I actually think, if you want to make a small correction, I think he's playing open B. I don't think he goes to the 4th there. So if you want to make that, it doesn't matter either way. Let's see, upstroke the A. See that? Hammering on the B or on the G string, open B. This is what I like right here. Watch this. Take your ring finger and put it on the 3rd fret on the B, and you're gonna slide with, again, you're gonna let that high E ring out. Sounds real good, and that's kind of like that fiddle effect. But this time, you're gonna hit a E, high E on the 3rd. Once you get there, and then you're gonna hit both strings again. Make it ring. So. Right? So you're actually going to do it twice. right there, I don't even pick that. It goes by so fast, I just kind of hammer on. See there? And then if you want to make it, if you want to have it roll, you can pick it like that, like I showed you, but it sounds more like the record if you just hit it once and hammer, and then use the leftover resonance or whatever resonance to hammer it again. Block. Yeah. So there's a couple of ways you can do that. I think that's how it goes on the record, or how he does it, or like that. However. I'm out of tune. I bent them strings out of tune. See? So there you go. He did. So far we got. Four times. And upstroke the A, go back into it. And when you shake that note a little bit while you let that high E ring. Gives it like that real kind of vibrato effect. Upstroke again. And this time on that note, he adds another one. So instead of, he adds two. See? I'll do it again. The whole thing. Or twice. This one will really test your guitar picking skills here, boy. I'll tell you. I'm gonna practice it and get it down. All right. So you're probably getting tired of going over there. We're gonna move on to some cross picking here. First, he's gonna do that again. You're already familiar with that. You've done it 10 times now. Now you're going to take an A position, I'm sorry, a D. Starting with the index on the 5th fret. You probably know your D chord, I'm sure. And you're going to cross pick it. Now, Doc Watson cross picks it a little bit different than most people, and what he's doing here, and I actually prefer this style as opposed to the George Shuffler 2 down, 1 up. This this cross picking style is usually started with a downstroke. Down, up, down, usually. So it starts down, up, down for the first time through the chord, but then it's opposite. It's up, down. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. So down, up, down, up, down, up. And it changes every time. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. There you go. So might have to work on that a little bit. Just know that when you start on this little part here and all the cross picking, you're always going to start with a downstroke, and you're never going to play two strokes at once, down or up. If you start with the down, it's always going to down, up, down, up, down, up. You just got to make sure to hit all the strings. So it's one of those things. It's simple in theory, but hard to execute sometimes. It helped. By the way, a tip here. I get a lot of my speed and don't tend to miss a lot of notes sometimes. Well, I do, but I'm barely using a little bit of the end of the guitar pick. Just the end of the pick. A lot of people will use like half the pick, and that's that gets me in a rut. I can't pick that way. Everyone's different, I guess, but I barely like to. You don't need a lot of the guitar pick to get a good sound. You want to think of it as your pick and your fingers kind of just like dancing over the strings lightly. You can hit it with some force, but you don't need half the guitar pick to do it. And another thing that keeping the pick in real tight and barely using it is it allows you to keep your hand real close to the guitar as opposed to having it out here. You can get a lot more speed when you keep your hand real loose, and there shouldn't be much travel. You shouldn't be out here. Try to keep it in real tight, and you can pop off a lot of notes that way. So get back to this cross picking here before I get sidetracked. So that's the pattern, but it's not gonna stay with just the D. You're gonna hold down that D chord, but you're gonna have to use your pinky here. So you're picking through it one time, through the whole D, and then you're gonna stick with your pattern that we talked about, but then you're gonna hit so you can just practice it that way. However you want to do that. But it's only going to do it twice. Right here. And then it's going to go back to the... And then 4 times. And this is the last part of the song where, again, remember he started out first with the 4 of those and then the bend the second time around. Same thing here. See, it's going to... Make that shift fast, right? Because it comes up quick. All right, we're almost done. And every time he plays that little C chord there, does that little downstroke strum. Makes it sound smooth. All right. Now we're going to run through this C chord again with the upstroke on the A. Let's see. Run through it again, upstroke. Hit that twice. And then, sorry. Sorry. Disregard all that. Actually, he does a little something different. I just forgot at the end here. It starts the same, like I said, though, with the A. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to think if he's doing that at the tail end. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so he does it the way you've already learned it once, and then the second time he does it. He hammers on from the D string on the first fret to the second, and then hits that note and then pulls off. That's kind of a cool little thing there he does. It sounds a bit different. So. So do it real slow. Hit it twice. Right? You can pick it. Or I think he hammers on. I think it sounds better when you just hammer on and pull off. You're gonna hit that note and pick it on this. Just pull off. So hammer on or pick it. It sounds better if you pick that last note. All right. So, and then he does that twice, and he does the first part, and then the second part, like I just showed you, which is already 2 times. Right? He's gonna pause there, and then again upstroke on the A. This is the end here. Let's see. So he does. So there's two parts to it, but he's going to do it twice. So. There's once. Sorry. Start over. This video is probably going long. We're almost finished. That's one time. Here's the ending. You can pick it or hammer. A string. Or you can double it up. So ring finger, and then shift, and then middle finger, double, and then hammer on to the fourth. Open E here. Pick that and hammer on. Even double it up like that. Right? And then he shifts and goes to the third fret on the E. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. E on the third, open E. E on the fifth, open E. Now, you're going to bend, go to your fourth fret on the B string and bend up to about there. So what he's gonna bend up one step, one note up. He's bending to that fifth. See? And that's it. That's the song right there. That's the full version of Doc Watson. If you want to different, and I play that ending sometimes, or you could. He does that too in other versions, that G run, but in C. And basically just plays it out, and then walks all the way down. Right there, all the way to you. Walks down all the way down to the E string, actually. And this chord is a Doc Watson kind of a G, without the index. It's just your ring finger on the E, and then the A string on the second. So typically your G would be this, with that pinky down there on the high E. But just move it up to the D string. And this is really good for ending songs. You'll hear a lot of people, sounds a lot better than, just has kind of a different sound to it. All right, so anyway, I'll end this lesson now. Hopefully that's enough to work on. God bless y'all. Billy in the Low Ground is done. Might revisit it in the future if anybody has any needs some further assistance on it, but that'll get you started.